Many believed that eating spicy foods could speed up weight loss by burning fat. While that sounds overly simple nowadays, there is actually some truth to it. Spicy ingredients like chili peppers contain capsaicin, the chemical that creates the burning sensation on your tongue. Capsaicin can slightly boost metabolism and may reduce appetite for a short time. This means spicy foods can have a small effect on calorie burning and hunger, but the impact isn't strong enough on its own to cause major weight loss, of course. Throughout history, garlic was used to ease toothache, and we actually discovered that they weren't wrong to do so. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which has antibacterial properties. This means it can fight some of the bacteria that cause tooth infections and may give short-term relief, even though it's not a definitive cure. Back in the days, people used to say that chicken soup was a kind of natural medicine for colds. But more recently, a lot of people started thinking that it was just comfort food with no real effect. The truth is, chicken soup does actually help in a few ways. The hot steam can clear up your nose, the warm broth keeps you hydrated, and some studies show it may even reduce inflammation in your airways. The idea that honey can calm a cough has often been seen as just a traditional remedy, but research has shown that honey coats the throat, which reduces irritation, and its natural properties can help lessen inflammation. While it does not cure the underlying cause of a cough, like an infection, even though it also has slightly antibacterial effects, it can make the symptoms less severe, especially at night. People used to believe cranberry juice could stop urinary tract infections by flushing out bacteria. It does indeed help to prevent them, but it's not because it flushes out bacteria. It's because cranberries have special plant compounds called proanthocyanidins that make it harder for bacteria to stick to the walls of the urinary tract. This can lower the chance of getting an infection, but the effect is limited and doesn't work for everyone. People used to think the best way to deal with back pain was to stay in bed and rest until it went away, but lying down for too long can actually make the pain worse because your muscles get weaker and your body stiffens up. Moving around, doing light activity, and staying as active as you can usually helps the back heal faster. A little rest can help if the pain is strong, but keeping your body moving is more effective long term. Some people say that eating cheese or heavy meals at night can cause nightmares, but food itself doesn't create scary dreams. Eating late, though, can affect how well you sleep. A big or spicy meal can raise body temperature and make digestion more active, which can lead to restless sleep. And when your sleep is broken like that, dreams can feel stronger or more unpleasant. A lot of people think that to lose weight, you need to give up all your favorite foods, but in reality, you don't have to cut them out completely. What really matters is eating fewer calories than you burn, and you can still do that while eating candies, for example. It's just that most sweet foods usually have more calories. Many people believe that going gluten-free is automatically healthier. For most people, though, cutting out gluten doesn't give any health benefits. Gluten is just a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, and it's only a problem for people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. For everyone else, whole grain foods with gluten can actually be good sources of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. People often believe that fresh fruits and vegetables are always the healthiest choice. The truth is that frozen and canned produce can be just as nutritious, and sometimes even more. That's because they're usually picked and preserved at peak ripeness, locking in vitamins and minerals. Fresh produce, on the other hand, can lose nutrients as it's transported and stored, so frozen or canned options are a healthy choice too, as long as you watch out for added sugars or salt. Plant-based diets are often questioned for protein, but it's completely possible to get enough when meals are put together thoughtfully. Foods like beans, lentils, tofu, whole grains, nuts, and seeds all provide protein. Since different plants have different amino acids, variety across the day is key. Some people worry that eating a lot of protein can damage the kidneys or weaken bones, but research shows that in healthy individuals, higher protein diets do not harm kidney function or bone health. The kidneys can handle the extra workload, and protein may even support bone strength when paired with adequate calcium. Of course, high protein here refers to amounts within the normal dietary range. The popular idea of needing 10,000 steps a day actually came from a marketing campaign, not science. Research has found that taking around 6,000 steps per day is already linked to a lower risk of early death and better overall health in older adults. More steps can add extra benefits, but the biggest improvements happen once people move from being mostly inactive to reaching that 6,000 range. A lot of people think eating late at night automatically leads to weight gain. What matters more, though, is how many calories you eat overall and how active you are, not the exact time you eat. The reason late-night eating often gets linked to weight gain is that people tend to snack on higher calorie foods when they're tired, and it's easier to overeat. It's also because when you're tired, the last thing you want to do is start weighing food and tracking calories. But nowadays, you don't have to, thanks to the sponsor of this video, Cal AI. Cal AI lets you take a picture of your plate, and it calculates the calories and macros for you without having to type in anything. It's incredibly accurate. But if you want to be extra cautious, you can double-check the ingredients to make sure everything's included. And in the rare case the AI misses something, you can add it yourself. For those who are really detail-oriented, there's also a huge food database with thousands of items, giving you super precise calorie counts and nutritional info. One of my favorite features is the barcode scanner, which makes tracking so much easier. This solves one of the main reasons people quit their diets or never even start: the hassle of weighing every meal and manually logging everything. With Cal AI, that useless burden is removed. You can try it for free to see if it's a nice addition to your lifestyle. Just click the link in the description to download it and use my promo code TPE for a free 3-day trial. Thanks to Cal AI for sponsoring this video. A common belief is that all processed foods are bad for you, but processed simply means the food has been changed in some way before you eat it, and that can range from washing and freezing vegetables to making bread or yogurt. Some highly processed foods with lots of sugar, salt, or additives are unhealthy if eaten often, but many processed foods like whole grain bread, frozen vegetables, or canned beans are very nutritious. Some believe that juicing is healthier than eating whole fruits and vegetables because it seems like a more concentrated way to get nutrients. The truth is that juicing removes most of the fiber, which is important for digestion, blood sugar control, and feeling full. While juice still contains vitamins and minerals, it also delivers natural sugars more quickly, which can cause spikes in blood sugar. Whole fruits and vegetables give you the same nutrients plus fiber, making them the healthier choice overall. Peppermint tea is known for calming the stomach, and it can help with things like bloating, gas, or indigestion because the natural oils relax the muscles in the digestive tract, but it doesn't soothe every kind of stomach problem. For people with acid reflux or heartburn, peppermint can actually make symptoms worse by relaxing the muscle that keeps stomach acid down. Microwaves often get a bad reputation for killing nutrients, but that isn't really the case. Because they cook food quickly and with little or no water, they actually help many vitamins and minerals stay in the food. Like any type of cooking, some nutrients can break down with heat, but microwaving is often gentler than boiling or frying. In many cases, it's actually one of the better ways to keep food nutritious. A common myth is that if you swallow gum, it stays in your stomach for 7 years. While your body can't break down gum the same way it does with food, it doesn't mean it just sits there. It usually passes through your digestive system and comes out in a few days, just like other things your body can't fully digest. Sitting right in front of the TV can make your eyes feel tired or give you a headache, but it doesn't cause permanent damage as many think. Parents have long blamed sugar for making kids hyper, especially at parties or holidays. Studies show, though, that sugar itself doesn't cause hyperactivity. What usually happens is that kids get excited because of the situation, like being around friends, playing games, or celebrating. The sugar may give a quick energy boost, but it doesn't directly change behavior that much. A lot of supplements are sold as quick ways to boost the immune system, but most don't actually make a big difference if you're already getting enough nutrients from food. The immune system is complex, and it doesn't just switch on with a pill or powder. People often hear that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that skipping it is unhealthy. In reality, breakfast isn't automatically more important than other meals. Some people feel more focused and energized when they eat in the morning, while others do fine without it. What matters most is the overall quality and balance of your diet throughout the day, not whether you eat right after waking up. It's often said that stretching before or after a workout will prevent muscle soreness, but studies show that stretching doesn't actually do that, though it can improve flexibility and help muscles feel less tight. Soreness comes from tiny muscle damage during exercise, which makes it regrow stronger, but the body just needs time to repair. For years, egg yolks were seen as unhealthy because they contain cholesterol, and people thought eating them would raise the risk of heart disease. What we know now is that for most people, the cholesterol in food doesn't have a big effect on blood cholesterol levels. Egg yolks also provide important nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. So unless someone has specific medical reasons to limit cholesterol, eating them can be healthy. It often looks like hair and nails keep growing after death, but that's not really what happens. After a person dies, the skin dehydrates and shrinks, which makes nails and hair appear longer. In reality, growth stops because the body is no longer producing new cells. If you liked this video, subscribe for similar ones or join my Discord to suggest another.